Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all, I really was trying to get over here to do a video for last week, but child, life was life. I'm sorry. I ended up hurting my foot. It's a whole story, but I'm better now. Okay, my foot's wrapped up. It's kind of still swollen, but she doing okay. Okay, she's doing okay. But yeah, child. These girls. Angel has been such a disappointment to me. Like, after episode 1, I just knew I was gonna love Angel. I think even episode 2, I just knew I was gonna love Angel. Like, I just knew I was gonna love her. And I really feel like Kiana's holding her back. But I can't even blame Kiana because you're your own woman. You're a grown woman. You are a grown woman with children of your own. And you're letting Kiana like ruin this whole thing for you. And I just can't. I can't with either one of them. Kiana's attitude just so stink. She's just so miserable all the time. I can't take her. I cannot take Kiana and Angel. You got to think for yourself. Okay? You got to think for yourself. This cannot be, well, Kiana don't like Wendy, so I don't like Wendy. Unless your name is Robin and Giselle, you can't really do that. Like, you can't really do that. You have to have a reason to not like somebody. And Angel, you just you don't even have to like Wendy. Because Wendy does so many annoying things. There are real reasons to not care for Wendy. There are real reasons to not like her. But you don't even have any real reasons to not like her. You just don't rock with her because you don't have permission from Kiana to rock with her. And that makes you look so lame. You look like a big goofy. Kiana don't know where she's coming or going. She don't know what she's doing here. This is her 3rd season in this space, and she's clueless. And you're following behind her? The goofy, turn your goofy down, girl. Turn it all the way off. Another thing, you are making me side with Giselle. And I don't really like that. I told you I used to love Giselle. Season 1, I loved Giselle, okay? Season 3, I didn't love her, but I ain't hate her, you know? I was rocking with Giselle up until she made Wendy cry, season 6. And then the stuff she did to Cousin Chris, season 7, y'all know I wasn't here for that. And I ain't really been seeing it for her since then. But honestly, originally, I really did like Giselle. I liked her. And y'all know how she do. It really hurts me, though, to have to agree with her. When she said, all Angel ever talks about is Bobby this and Bobby that. And normally, it would be so easy to say, Giselle, you just mad because she has a man. But no, Giselle was right. When Angel said that she had a career as somebody in media, I was shocked. Because the way that she carries herself, I thought all she was not no shade, but I thought she was a full-time stay-at-home mom. I never knew that she had a career of her own because she's always talking about Bobby's career and Bobby this. And Bobby was mentored by Chris Samuels. And Bobby this. And Bobby had that. And Bobby was doing this. And Bobby was doing that. And Bobby. I don't know if the producers are telling you to lead with this WAG nonsense, but we watched the show WAGs. Okay, I like, what was it, the Miami cast that had Darnell and Ashley? That was the one that I watched. And Hensha. That was the one that I watched. Y'all, Ashley and Darnell not friends no more, I don't think. That's so upsetting. Anyways. But yeah, I watched WAGs Miami. Not like every episode, but I watched enough of it. And I like Darnell. She's from Houston, I believe. I think she's from Houston, or her family from Houston. Something like that. Beautiful, beautiful girl. I love Darnell. But this ain't WAGs, girl. This is the Real Housewives of Potomac. You had a full career you never told us about. You just mentioned it briefly. All you've been talking about is Bobby. Why are you advertising Bobby? You got you a good man, Savannah, according to yourself. You might want to keep it that way. Stop advertising your man and tell us about you. Let's talk about you. I would love to hear more about your career. But we talking about Bobby starting football. We don't even understand football over here, girl. This is a housewife show. I will say this though. After the Super Bowl, I've been following so many Philly Eagles stuff. When I tell you the drama that they got going on is kind of like the Housewives. Okay, there was some time where I took like a break. I think back in right after the Super Bowl. I could not focus on Housewives because the Eagles and all the like who they was gonna pick and this person, it was a lot going on when they were like trading team members and stuff. Yo, that stuff was interesting. AJ Brown, he's shady as I don't know what. I am an honorary Eagles fan. Okay, I'm half Liberian, so I kind of feel like you have to be a Philly fan if you half Liberian. You know, I'm just saying. But I don't understand football. We are here to watch Housewives. Stop telling us about Bobby and Bobby's football career because we don't understand that. We don't speak that. We speak shade over here. You don't see this might not be the job for you. Anyways, let's get into the episode. I'm running my mouth about Angel, but I'm just saying, Angel and Kiana, girl, I don't know what show y'all thought y'all signed up for, but whatever it is, it ain't this. Kiana and Jazzy, I was starting to like you, but you getting on my nerves too. You doing a little too much. As far as Kiana was talking about Wendy behind her back and Jazzy was trying to dangle it over Kiana's head, I believe Jazzy. I do believe Jazzy. Because one of these episodes, Kiana said that Jacqueline had told her that Jazzy said something about her. But then when they asked you at the Preakness, why was your energy, salty towards Jazzy? You said, oh, well, because Wendy told me this. If Jacqueline told you something and Wendy told you something, that's the reason why you were salty. Don't make it seem like Wendy was the only one being messy. That means that there's something brewing. And honestly, I don't think we have to dig deep to figure out what's brewing. What's brewing is Jazzy had more personality. Jazzy had more storyline. Jazzy has the football player fiance, and you got the flute. You had nothing going on really. Your whole storyline last season was to promote your man's business, but he was being mean to you and telling you that you weren't good enough for a ring just yet. Like, I don't know. It seemed like they should have given the flute to Jazzy and not you. And I think that's the real reason y'all don't like each other. Everyone says you got a sympathy flute. And Jazzy probably feels that way as well. And that's why y'all don't like each other. Y'all not vibing because there's this competition going on. And that's what it really is. Like, do I believe she told her some stuff about Wendy? Absolutely. I don't want to say that Kiana is dumb or anything because I don't think she's dumb. But I do think that she's not self-aware. She sits there and she says things to people. And when people says things to her, she repeats it. But then she's surprised that they're not going to get their get back and also say, well, you said some stuff too. Then she'd be shocked. For Wendy to feel comfortable enough to tell you that she still hates Giselle, if that happened, you said something to Wendy to make her know that you were a safe person to tell that information to. Because Wendy ain't dumb. Well, you know what? She might be a little dumb because that crap she pulled with the insurance, if that wasn't dumb, I don't know what's dumb. But Wendy, in this housewife space, she know what she doing. She felt safe to tell you how she felt about Giselle or how she used to feel about Giselle because you made her feel safe. Because you probably said some stuff too. That's why she wasn't worried. And you probably did the same with Jazzy. You just sat up there and you ran your mouth. And then when they repeat what you said after you betrayed them first, now you're shocked. I definitely think she said something to Jazzy. And the reason I know she said something to Jazzy because the first time it came up at was it Preakness? No, when it was on the yacht, when they was trying to get to Nevis from St. Kitts. And she said, well, what did I say? I wouldn't have let that go. If I know I didn't say nothing, you would have had to tell me what I said. And then if you would have refused to tell me what I said, I would have called you all types of liars. I would have provoked you until you said what you needed to say. But I think somewhere in that exchange, Kiana was like, wait a minute, I probably was saying some stuff. And that's why she got quiet. And that's why she backed off. She be talking her noise too. And it's like, it's okay to do so. But then don't act like you're not doing it. But yeah. So when it comes to Kiana and Jazzy, I really don't care. Because I feel like they're having a pissing contest. And both of y'all are being weirdos. And if neither one of y'all come back next season, I won't give a damn. Because I don't think I like y'all no more. But yeah. But anyways. This, I don't even know what to call this. This is a hot mic moment. What is this? This secret footage of Stacey talking about she saw other people. Chris Samuel saw other people. Her husband saw other people. Whatever that was. Y'all saw it. What are we supposed to make of that? She's not friends with Monique. She doesn't know Monique. So why, if she did go and search for Big Chris with a flashlight in the daylight to date him, Uswana Yonde. What relevance does that, like, what is the point of, like, I'm really trying to understand. When she said at that table that, I don't know Monique, I've never met Monique. I wouldn't mind meeting her one day. What am I missing here? Because is Monique still with the, like, Ashley was just so like, yes, oh, I can't wait to get Stacey. Then they have the, I want to make sense of this. Like, I'm wanting to make some type of, is there going to be some plot twist that just shocks everyone? Because even when Wendy was screaming at the table, Stacey, oh my God. If y'all wanted to shock me, if y'all wanted this moment, that y'all should have brought Sharice back. Because wasn't Sharice out with Chris Samuels having lunch or dinner or something? There was a picture of it. I could have sworn that there was a picture of that. I know I did not imagine it. That should have been the way y'all went around it. Y'all should have brought Sharice back and said, Sharice, we saw you on a date with Chris Samuels. What's the tea? That's the direction y'all should have gone if that's what y'all wanted. But this thing with Stacey, it actually really feel like she's doing, like, well, how did this friendship come about? Well, how do you know him? How did you meet him? You never dated him? Well, he's telling people that he dated you. Stacey handled her the perfect way, and they still come. I don't know if I should put Mrs. Samuels on the shot, so I just left it blank. What are y'all talking about? Especially for Giselle. Giselle, you was running away from Kendall season 3. Like, I remember she went to Carrot's party. And that's why last season she pissed me off when she was upset that they didn't come to her charity for her daddy. Y'all remember when Karen had the Alzheimer's event season 3 and Robin and Giselle said that they weren't going to go to it, but they ended up going to it last minute. They weren't even dressed up, but they went there to confront Karen, and Kendall was coming, and Giselle walked right past her like she didn't see her, but she did see her. Like, she treated Kendall like she did not exist. She was like, Kendall, you're not about to embarrass me on my show. Every chance that Kendall thought she had, Giselle was like, ooh, I'm blocking you, bitch. You're not about to embarrass me. Because according to Kendall, Giselle, you and her were friends. And you got with her ex-husband, Sherman. And her children had to come back and tell her. You're the last person that should open your mouth on Stacey. And I feel like at that reunion, Stacey, if you don't eat Giselle up for this. Because Stacey, you got some urban to you. You ain't about to play with me. When she was like, okay, KK, I was like, oh yeah, that was the crunk and B. That was the crunk era. You know something about that little John. You are not prim and proper like you're trying to let on, sister. I see you. You're not low. But yeah, like, the way Giselle was running away from Kendall season 3, she's not anyone to speak. She shouldn't talk. She should shut her mouth. Because this Chris Samuels and Stacey thing is dumb. It's dumb. All caps. Dumb. there better be some hell of a plot twist concerning this situation here. Because I promise you, y'all already know I don't like the bird lady. If she bring herself on this show trying to check Stacey about whatever dealings she have with Chris, y'all know I'm not going to spare her. Y'all know I'm going to drag. And I ain't Candace. I fight back. I'm just saying. No shade to my boo Candace. Y'all know I love her. But Candace is too ladylike. Me, not so much. But yeah, I'm going to talk so badly about Monique. If she really come on, she better not come on here and take the bait. She better come on here and be unbothered. Like, okay, he dated her and that's the energy she better have. She better not come on here trying to check Stacey. Oh my goodness. That would be such a terrible look for her. But yeah, anyways. Okay, so let's get into this Kiana and Giselle situation. So apparently, Kiana felt away after her incident with the Cookie Monster. Understandably so. If the Cookie Monster cracked my head open, I would be mad about that forever. Shout out to Cardi B. Forever, okay? Forever. So I get that. I get that that is a sensitive topic for Kiana. She feel a way about it. Trust me, I understand. Okay, remember when Giselle, I think this was at the reunion, and she was pissed off at Candace. She was pissed off at everybody. She was being horrible at that reunion. I cannot believe I'm about to defend Giselle. So this is the thing, right? In the midst of that fashion show, Giselle's dad was sick. He was hiding his illness from her. She had to fly down there to find out this man had a brain tumor. I've been there, but I haven't been there. So when my dad died, he died suddenly. My dad was murdered. So I know what it's like to lose your dad. With my mother had breast cancer. So I know what it's like to watch your parents die slow. But from my understanding, Giselle's dad, his illness wasn't very long. Like, he had the surgery. Not too long after that, he passed away. To expect Giselle to really care that you got your head cracked open at a party, in the midst of everything she was dealing with her father, that is unreasonable. And Kiana is really starting to get on. Well, she's not starting. She's on my last nerve at this point. Like, if I'm being very honest. The night that the incident happened, Karen was there for you. Karen babied you and coddled you. She rode with you to the hospital. Wendy was there. Wendy tried to defend you. Everybody was upset. Candace picked up a champagne bottle ready to swing. The girls had your back. Do I feel like Giselle, Robin, Ashley, Cookie, they all made insensitive statements? I think you can be upset about that. But to say that she didn't check on you, you expected more from Giselle when her daddy was dying, you sound ridiculous. For someone who's so unpleasant to be around, you sure ask for a lot. You really thought that in the midst of her daddy dying, that she was supposed to reach out to you and check up on you? Kiana, you got to be for real. You got to be for real a little bit. When my daddy died, like, I know I'm a lot younger than Giselle, but when my dad died, like, I know some people don't have good relationships with their parents, but I feel like Giselle adored her daddy. I think her mama's been on the show a time or two, but she adored her dad. She's a daddy's girl. She really loved that man. And for him to just die like that, for you to see your hero, like, for you to look down on you're staring, your dad is laying there still and you're looking over him, it's something that's very, very hard to process. It's something very, very difficult to deal with. Like, to bury your father, to bury a parent, to bury anybody that you love, it's a lot. So for you to think in the midst of her daddy dying, he's having surgery, she's flying literally back and forth, she can't even process her next thought. You thought she was supposed to care? Girl, y'all not even friends like that for real, for real. Like, what are you talking? What are you? Are you dumb? I'm starting to think that something is a little bit not correct in Kiana's head. Are you serious? I did not like that Giselle blamed Kiana for being assaulted with the glass object. That pissed me off. And I still stand on that. But for Kiana to think that when Giselle was going through all of that, she was supposed to be calling to check on, you're ridiculous. You are ridiculous. You have your mother. You might have, I don't know about her father, but you had your family around you. You had your people in real life around you. Karen took care of you. What was a phone call from Giselle going to do? Are you dumb? Kiana, I'm starting to think Kiana just be saying stuff just to be saying stuff. At this point. Oh, with Wendy, I would expect Wendy to wave. She was supposed to wave at you from the stage. Wendy and Giselle were having a conversation. You wanted Wendy to stop in the middle of her sentence so that she could say hi to you. Because you know that deep down inside, she don't really like Giselle. Something is really wrong with Kiana. I'm starting to think that she's not well. Because, when Tia interjected and said, you can't expect nothing from Giselle, at least the first 3 years after her daddy died, I was like, you ain't lying, girl. You are not lying. You know, for some people who are not close to their parents, they wouldn't understand. I was close to mine. When I lost my parents, it's like, it's a trauma you live through every day. I'll never forget, after my mom passed away, I remember I enrolled myself in cosmetology school. And that was like my first day. Like I just had a really good day. It was months later. That was like I had a good day. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait to go home and tell my mom. And I was just so happy for like a good hour. I was like, oh, I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get home. And then I was just like, I can't wait to get home for why? And I'm not even processing the reason why I'm having such a good day is because it's the first day since I lost my mother that I'm happy. And I can't wait to go tell her, but guess what? She not there. Like, you change, your whole everything changes as a human being when you lose someone like that. That means that much to you. And so for her to sit, like, you really sat there and said that, you sound something wrong with you. There's nothing else for me to say. Something is very wrong with Kiana. Like, she is self-centered. That's the problem. She's self-centered and her mama is beautiful, but her mama not telling her something. Her mama need to tell her, like, girl, there are other people in this world that exist. Their world does not revolve around you. For you to even verbalize, you sound stupid. And my thing is, Wendy, too, I'm going to get on you a little bit. Because when she said that, you should have corrected your friend to say, now, wait a minute now. She was wrong for making that insensitive remark, but you're being you're doing too much, thinking she should call you and check on you. Wendy, that's where you was wrong. You should have checked her in that moment. Like, girl, I know what you went through was really rough, but you can't expect that from Giselle. You should have said something like that to her, but, you know. Wendy, you be on some bullshit sometimes, too. I'm just saying. Now, I have to kind of call out Jazzy a little bit. Jazzy asked Stacey to be in her wedding. Are y'all that close that you would want her to be in your wedding? Or you just wanted another housewife in your... Girl. Giselle talking about some... She only wanted to be around Jazzy if Jazzy was going to be in the group. She didn't... Giselle, shut up. Like, shut up. She probably didn't want to be in that girl wedding because she's like, I don't know that girl like that. She probably felt awkward. Like, girl, you want me to be in your wedding? I don't know you like that. Y'all remember on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Danielle put all the girls in her wedding? Don't none of them help us talk to her? Don't none of them women talk to her present day? Child. Y'all just be putting random people in y'all wedding? I guess. So, Miss Jazzy, girl, you look silly. I don't even know if silly is the right word. You look a damn fool arguing with Tia. Somebody... Girl, bye. You were the same one that said in a giggly... Girl, shut the hell up. Shut up. What are you saying? Shut up. And then what really pissed me off is they showed this as a sneak peek last week, right? And she was on Twitter arguing with people. Like, girl, you look dumb. Tia joking around that the guy was interested in you has no bearings. It has no effects on your marriage, of your upcoming nuptials. Because you don't even have to tell your, like, child, I don't think he cares. And if he cares what Tia joked with you about, you got bigger problems. Like, is your relationship... Girl, that argument didn't make no sense. Maybe in your brain it made some sense, but in my brain it didn't make no sense. Y'all, can I just say that Giselle has been so... This is a nice version of Giselle this season. I don't know what production said to her, what conversation was had. I don't know if... Are they playing in our face? Are they coaching her to be more likable? I don't know, because she just seems like a normal person this season. I mean, a bitch is still in there. But she just seems so pleasant. Like, the way that she's, like, going up for Jazzy's bachelorette party. I mean, I know that probably deep down inside she doesn't care, but she's being really kind. And it's like, this is a different Giselle. I don't know. Is this a good thing or not? I don't know. Is this a good thing? I don't know, but you know, I guess whatever, y'all. Okay, so this bachelorette party, the slutty costumes. This is my type of vibe. If out of everybody's outfit, I probably would have worn... I have Jazzy's outfit already. What she had, I had that. I would have worn Angel's outfit with a couple of tweaks, Kiana's outfit, and Wendy's outfit. The rest of y'all look stupid. Giselle didn't look bad. Giselle did look like the circus ringmaster. She did. With some tweaks, it would have worked. With a couple of tweaks, Giselle, you look good though, girl. You look good. The body is tea, okay? For a 50+ woman, you look good. But okay, let's just go down the list. Stacey, you a mess. Stacey be doing this goofy stuff on purpose because she gonna get y'all to talk about her. And the more you talk about her, the more you're seasoning her sauce. Like, so she does this goofy, stupid stuff on purpose. She's literally playing the same game that Drew on Atlanta is playing, but it's working for her over here on Potomac. In Atlanta, they be ignoring her. So Drew just look like a fool that she is because she can't get the women to participate in her foolishness. Whereas Stacey, the way that Ashley and Kiana and Giselle and all of them be all on her, she be doing this on purpose. Cause girl, what about this outfit? Now, if the skirt was a third of the fabric, if it was like a really, really short, I wouldn't have been mad at it. I wouldn't have been mad at that. I wouldn't have been mad at her outfit if the skirt was shorter, it would work for me. Tia's like, I don't have time for y'all. You know, mix. Tia said, I know mix. She's not here for none of that. Ashley, you look stupid. I think Ashley sees herself differently than the rest of us see Ashley. Like, I think, you know what, we're not gonna go there. I'm gonna leave Ashley alone. I didn't like Ashley's outfit. I feel like the white fishnets, girl, bye. Kiana's outfit was cute. Angel's outfit, let me tell y'all something. And don't judge me. And I know Angel just had a baby, so she's not feeling that confident. But girl, you gotta accentuate the positive. You got them big old girls. You gotta, like, make it work. Like, you gotta make stuff work for you. You gotta position things the right way. Like, we don't always love our bodies every day. I don't care how good you look. We don't love our bodies every day. But you gotta make yourself love your body. It's like, when she was outside on the phone complaining the wing was bent, like, girl, you gotta get it together. I like the concept. She should have been like a naughty angel instead of like Halloween. Like, girl, it could have worked if it was tweaked a little bit. I think Wendy won. Wendy looked really good. Wendy used to be so... She's still corny. She's still corny, but I feel like her outfit was the best outfit to me. Am I missing anybody? If I am, I don't care. Y'all remember season 5 when they went to, was it Portugal that they went to, and they tried to do this again? And they looked stupid. The only person who really brought it was Candace. Do y'all remember that? Like, Ashley looked dumb. She was wearing pink and red, and she just looked stupid. Giselle looked, all of them looked crazy. And then I think Wendy showed up with a blazer. My, has she changed? didn't Wendy have on like a blazer dress or something? Child. The only person who brought it at that event was Candace. And so I feel like Ashley was inspired. I feel Giselle was inspired. They all was inspired to turn it up a couple of notches. And I'm not mad at that. But yeah, I guess. Ashley licking up on Jazzy. I feel like when the girls don't have nothing else to give, they start doing the most. Like, they start exploiting themselves sexually for this show. And I don't like that. Why would you lick on that girl? You know, in your mind, you're the baddest girl in the world. But that don't mean she wanted you to lick on her. I didn't like that. And I'm not trying to accuse Ashley of nothing, because I don't think Ashley was... Like, I just think Ashley thinks that she's okay to do stuff that she shouldn't be doing. I just feel like Jazzy's desperate to be on the show, so she's going to be a good sport about it. But I just don't think you should have done that. Like, Ashley... Child, I guess. If y'all like it, I love it. Well, I really don't, but whatever. Okay, so Angel in this situation with Jazzy. So let me try to understand this. Somebody DM'd Jazzy, letting them know, like, yo, Angel is a problem. She's mean. She's a bitch to people. She goes after people. She's all these things. She's a bully. Whatever. I don't know. And so when the cameras were down, Jazzy pulls Angel to the side and says, hey, somebody sent me this information, whatever, whatever. Now, we can see where Angel is explaining her side of the story to Jazzy and was saying that this girl has been harassing her, trying to stop her from getting married to Bobby. I'm confused by the thing. And you know, when the story don't make sense, it's probably because some of it is not true. And how Angel has acted ever since the chin check situation, I'm not sure that Angel is credible. I'm just not that sure. I'm going to say this right here. I do not like people who DM other folks about somebody else's business. Like, the fact that somebody took it upon themselves to DM Jazzy and tell them about Angel, it's probably because they knew Angel and Jazzy were both going to be on this show. And so that's an ick for me. That is an ick for me. Like, I don't like people who do shit like that. I don't like that, no way. So that person is already, to me, I whatever they got to say, I don't even care, because you took it upon yourself to find Jazzy, DM her and say, girl, you need to know this about Angel. Why? I don't like people like that. So, ew. But the way that Angel was like going on and on and on and on, explaining herself to Jazzy, I feel like that person probably wasn't lying on Angel. Yeah. Ciao. I'm not even sure. There were so many twists and turns. Like, she stole money from her man, and like I said, the whole thing was confusing to me, because she said that his agent and his accountant called her on the three-way or whatever and said they would know if you stole the money or not. They would know if money is missing or not. So if money wasn't missing, then how... Angel, I think you lying a little bit. I think you lying a little bit. I think that's something. And really, you don't need to lie to us, because you ain't still our money. So I don't need... This your man now, so it's water under the bridge. As far as I'm concerned, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Ashley. It don't matter. You married to him. So I don't know, but Angel is doing what she's been doing all season long. You're sitting there having the conversation with Jazzy. You're going on and on talking to Jazzy, saying that the girl was snaggletooth, the girl was ugly, the girl is so jealous of you. And you're explaining this to Jazzy like this is your good homegirl. You're not even mad, right? Because if you didn't appreciate Jazzy bringing this up to you, your energy should be completely different. You should be telling Jazzy, I don't like that you brought this to me. This girl and I have a terrible history, and you just opened up some really deep, ugly wounds. Like, that's the energy you should have had with her. Like, girl, I can't believe you just brought this to me. Like, this girl and I have a long history of drama, and you just killed my vibe. Like, that's not what you're doing. You were explaining, man, she's ugly, she's snaggletooth, she's just... Girl, look, this is who was reaching out to you. Her, look at her. But then you get to the bachelorette party and now you mad. You were trying to make a moment. You were trying to get yourself a moment. She told you about this when the cameras were down to spare you the embarrassment, but then you bring it up unprovoked at her bachelorette party and you're acting like somebody did something to you. You're weird. You're weird. It's the same thing she did with Giselle said she was a catfish. Y'all, you told Giselle how you felt. You got in her behind. Y'all laughed it out. Y'all hugged. But then after you talked to Kiana, now you're upset about it. And you're mad. And you feel like the girls are just mistreating you. And I call BS on that. Because one thing about Angel... I think Angel wants to be Giselle. Let's start there. I think Angel wants to be Giselle. That's why she was so disappointed that Giselle thought she was a catfish. I don't think it's even... Everybody's like, oh, it's because she just had a baby. Nah. She's disappointed that the girl that she wants to impress isn't impressed. Sound familiar? You're disappointed because you thought you and Giselle are mean girls, kindred spirits. You thought that was going to be your homegirl. And she don't see it for you like that. And your feelings are hurt. That's what that was. Because have you guys noticed that every time they make fun of Stacey or somebody else, Angel be with it. She be laughing. She be hee hee ha ha and kikiing, getting her life. Whenever somebody else is getting talked about, she loves it. But then when it's her... Oh my gosh, these girls are just so unkind to me. They treated me like I was invisible, like I wasn't even there. No one greeted me. No one gave me a hug. No one's trying to get to know me. You watching them bully the mess out of Stacey, and you ain't speak up for Stacey and say, well, that was kind of harsh. You know, we're the new girls here. Or no, she ain't really new. But it don't matter. You didn't speak up for Stacey. You was laughing. When they was talking about her breath, you was right there with the fun and the games laughing until they call you out for Facetune. Now you're this wilted flower. You don't know what you did. Bobby was ready to hop on the jet and do what? What he was going to do? He was going to tackle somebody? Maybe he would have. He would have been in jail. He would have been in Nevis jail with you. You would have been there too with your camouflage. But yeah, I do think that Angel is a mean girl. The way she was even talking about the girl is snaggletooth and she ugly and look how she looks. And you're showing her picture to Jazzy. I think when the girl said that, yeah, you're a mean girl, I think you are. I think that you are the mean girl of the sunbeams. Okay, I think you are a mean girl. I think you are. And, you know, people don't like when you get them a taste of their own medicine. I think you are mean. I think everything that girl said about you was true. I think there's a lot, girl, some shady stuff going on with you, girl. It is. I don't think that person lied. That's why you bothered. Because Jazzy didn't even say it to you on... And then you bring it to the group. And then I think you left the party early because you were expecting them to get on Jazzy. And they were all telling Jazzy, oh, you did good by not sharing this information on camera. You wanted them to be mad at Jazzy. And when they weren't mad at Jazzy, now you feel stupid. Now you want to leave with your broken wings. And you should. You should fly right up out of there and take Kiana with you. That's what you should do, girl. Because y'all both weird. Y'all weird as hell. Both of you. You know what else I wanted to say? Angel is acting like, oh my God, this group of ladies, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. But from the looks of it, the wags don't like you either. It's not just the housewives don't like you, the wags don't like you. Do y'all remember, I think it was the first episode, or maybe it was the second one. It was probably the second episode. When her husband was like, are the girls trying to haze you? You know, and she was like, I'm not a rookie woman. I might be a rookie to this group, but I'm not a rookie woman. Your man know you a problem. He know. He slick-toed on you, but we didn't catch it. Are the girls hazing you? Do you have a problem with them? Is everything okay? The waggers don't like you either. They say you mean. They say you a mean girl. They say you be going after people. And I believe all of it. I believe every bit of it. The moment you got there and they were making fun of Stacey, you joined right on in. You joined in on the laughs and jokes at Stacey's expense. But we can't kiki about your filtered photos and your face tuning. Child. Yeah, Angel, you a mess. I think she was just mad because they didn't. If they would have all got mad at Jazzy and said, oh my gosh, Jazzy, why did you do that? You're so wrong, Jazzy. She would have been happy. But because they were like, well, Jazzy, you did good to just tell her on the side, she wasn't expecting that. Because she a mean girl. She wanted to see them go off on Jazzy. And she didn't get that. That's why you mad. I see you, girl. I see you. I see you, Angel. It's a reason why Angel and Kiana are friends. It's a reason. It's a reason for that. But anyways, y'all, this video is long. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And hype my video up, please. See y'all next video. Thanks for watching.